So I've just got home from a very long but very enjoyable day of teaching, and I am what we would call a biomechanics coach. And to me, what that means is that the important things to me when I teach are position above most other things, how that influences the horse's way of going, how thereby balance interacts with the horse's way of going, how you both affect each other, and posture and balance through movement. And I relearnt this in my 20s. I'm now not in my 20s, so this was quite a long time ago. And I had to relearn this all myself. And when I was relearning all this stuff, I did a huge amount of body work of various things at that time. So I used to have shiatsu treatments and chiropractic treatments and Alexander technique lessons, along with some other stuff. And at that time I really looked after myself. I was eating well, I was working outside, and I was quite active. And that, not all of that I have carried on. I've tried to do some of it, but definitely now the treatments and the chiropractic that has fallen by the wayside. But what is really noticeable to me all the time is part of my teaching is I help riders find their best riding position. And so to some degree I have to be quite hands-on and move legs around, give them some proprioception of how their back feels, what's going on, because really we all think we feel something, but a lot of the time it's not what is actually happening. So learning about where your body is in the world is all part of my teaching. And what I find over and over again is that people's bodies are so tight in most ways, and their joints are stiff and their muscles are tight, and they spend such a lot of time trying to become good riders and trying to better themselves, and a lot of money to do this. And whenever I ask any of them what they do outside of riding to improve their body so that their riding has a chance to improve off the horse, you know, some of them tell me some things. Some of them say they might go to yoga, some of them say they might do Pilates, and some other different things. But very often the response is they don't really do anything off the horse to improve what they're doing on the horse. And do you know what? That is absolutely fine. If your goal when you ride is to have a nice time, spend some time with the horse, spend some time with your instructor, if it's a bit more of a social thing for you, then that's great. But if you are the type of rider who really wants to push on and improve, and you know you're really committing a lot of your time and your money to doing this, then I cannot tell you how important it is to look outside of horse riding and do stuff that is going to benefit your body and your emotional well-being, because all of these things are going to help you relieve the tightness and the tension and the stiffness in your body that then slows or stops any progress that you might get on the horse. And this could be things like the shoes you wear. If you wear high heels all the time, then you are going to have tight calves, and when you need to drop your heel to ride the horse and get your lower leg in a better position, yeah, it's going to be hard, you know. And if you are leading a life that means you're sitting still a lot of the time, then you know you are going to be stiffer than somebody that is outside moving around. You know, like, you know, horsey people generally are out. We are very active. It just comes with it, you know, and we keep ourselves relatively fit to a degree by just doing the horses and being around them and caring for them. And that gives us a massive advantage. And so if you don't have that advantage, it's really, really important that you go find ways that you can make that happen for yourself, so that you can spend more of your time on the horse actually improving, rather than letting go of tightness and stiffness, if that's even possible for you at that time while on the horse. So if you can and you're willing, things like yoga, Pilates, shiatsu treatments, massage treatments, chiropractic treatments, anything that is going to be beneficial to your body, just moving more, you know, not staying sat at a desk perhaps for as long as many of us do. But really, I see this over and over again, and it's a massive stumbling block for riders who want to improve. They just can't, because week after week, the same patterns are there. Even, emotional distress or things that you're going through, that has an impact on the body. So finding an outlet for that, finding a way to deal with all of that stuff is going to really benefit your riding. And I just can't tell you how much that improved my riding in my 20s when I was relearning about all the biomechanics stuff. And if I was going to do it all again, I would still do all of that stuff. And actually now it makes me think I need to go back out there and revisit all of that stuff, because it just was so beneficial and it changed everything for me. So if this has landed on your feed in any way, see it as a sign. Go and get something to benefit your body and make you feel better and make you feel good, and then make it so that when you come and ride your horse, your body is ready and more capable to give you some progress. Okay, see you later.